Hi, I'm Kim Weeks with Weeks Well. Thanks so much for following the channel and for subscribing and sharing. You know, yoga asana, which means a steady seat, is more than just a box to check off of your sort of self-care list. It's a deeper inquiry into the connection between your mind and your body and your breath. So today and on this channel, I teach tons of different how-to tutorials of yoga asana, yoga poses that can help you in various circumstances. Today I'm going to teach you a quick one of a pose that I really recommend doing when you travel. And I recommend it after you travel, like when you land at your sort of whatever destination. It is so easy and you don't need any props at all. I would recommend for sure taking a belt like that you travel with, or a tie or something that you could use. I'll show what that is. But this pose is called essentially legs up the wall. Lots of people know this. Lots of people love this. But, you know, it's an important pose to do in specific circumstances when you need to ground and when your nervous system via your breath really needs to get settled. So I'll show you how that happens. So I'm not going to do any props at all when I come over here because I want you to see how easy this is and how quickly you can come into it anywhere in your hotel room or wherever. I call this the sidle and swivel move. You go up to one side and you swivel your legs up the wall. So when we're here, everybody needs to observe whether their tailbone feels like it's lifting up to the ceiling and the legs feel like they're going to bend, or if you really can, with your arms down by your sides, feel the thigh bones, which by the way start on the inner knees and they end up here. They go diagonally through your legs, whether they can settle. So the first thing to do is move far enough away from the wall so that your whole back can relax, and most important, your abdomen. This is where I'm talking about the nervous system, the mind, relaxing via the breath and via this shape that we're taking ourselves into. So you take a strap, your belt, a tie, and slide it up your legs like this so that it's not too tight and not too loose. And you'll probably know women typically need to have wider support than men for obvious reasons of the typical pelvic width. So my legs are wide. I have my arms down by my sides. And do you see what I just did, that little adjustment? I rolled my shoulders underneath. When I used to teach people, this is my 20th year teaching, so when I used to teach people in person, what I loved more than anything was helping them create this for themselves. So anyway, it's a beautiful restorative pose that, like say you've been on the plane for a few hours, many hours, drains the blood out of the legs, or it allows for the venous blood to move its way back down into the pelvis. But just as important, perhaps more important, it allows for your abdomen to relax. So if you're still with me, if you haven't scrolled away, watch what happens. Did you see how long that breath got? That's because the gravity that's occurring in my legs and into my abdomen is taking me to a different place in my mind and in my breath. You would stay in this pose for, well, shoot. I've been in this pose for over 20 minutes sometimes, but probably like 5 minutes, maybe 10. And then when you come out, you take the strap off, you bend your knees, roll to your side, and come up. It's such an easy pose and it's such a lovely pose. It's not a pose I recommend for everybody all the time because it's good to play your edges in yoga asana. It's good to play your edges in your yoga poses. But when you're done with a traveling day, in the car, in the plane, wherever, train, your nervous system and your body have been under, frankly, pretty strong stress. And your physical body has been scrunched almost for sure in one of these, sort of situations, these planes. So anyway, You want to unwind as much as you can, and this is the best way to do it, especially if you don't have a lot of time. Kim Weeks with Weeks Well. I'm on Instagram and TikTok. Follow me there and subscribe, and thanks so much for watching.